Hello, Michael Burke here. I'd like to talk a bit about slide playing today. There are a lot of lessons on YouTube explaining how to go about beginning to play slide guitar. There are very few lessons that discuss what to do once you've got the basics down and where to go from there, especially if you don't necessarily want to just play blues music. So I thought I'd give you some ideas and tips about where to go from there. And I'm going to show you some advanced slide techniques that chances are you won't really find in a lot of the music books or on YouTube. And yeah, people have kept asking me about this one technique I play that hasn't really got a name. I guess you can call it behind the slide playing, that I'm going to show you how to do. And I'll just play you a bit of what I mean by it and then show you how it's done. It's a great technique. I keep dropping my slide, excuse me. It's a great technique, and one that very few people actually do. I've seen a few people do it. I've started doing it about a year or two ago. I use it a lot on a song called Train to Middleburg that I've posted on YouTube a couple of days ago, so check that out if you want to hear more of it. But let me show you how it's done. You start off 2 frets behind the notes you're eventually going to hit with the slide. In this case, we're going to start from the 10th fret on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings and slide up to the 12th. And we're going to play those 2 open strings at the same time. And slide. Bit of a vibrato. I should tell you I'm in open D tuning for this. That's D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. I find it's the most versatile slide tuning and it allows you to play in more than one key. So you slide up, a bit of vibrato. The next thing we do is use our first finger. We're going to hold the slide there over the 12th fret. That's not going to move from now on. We're going to use our first finger on the 2nd string, play the 10th fret, and then take a finger off, and the next note will be the 12th fret B string, which is where the slide is. So, okay. Then we're going to do the same thing on the string below. And then on the top string, we're going to use our 2nd finger and play the 11th fret. Take it off and again play the 12th open string, or not open string, the 12th fret with the slide. Okay. It's quite hard to do that initially because you've got to find the exact placement of the slide. You don't want to push down too hard or too loosely because the notes won't come out clear and they'll get very sort of garbled. That's kind of what you're aiming for, note clarity. Once you've got those, we're going to add in another note which will be the root note. In this case we're playing on the 12th fret in open D, our root note is D. We've got 2 Ds here, and I'm going to alternate between them and play them in between some of the notes that we've already got. Okay, I guess one way of doing this would be to add in that root note after every 2 notes. So your first 2 notes, this, you add in the root note. Next 2 notes, add in the root note. Next 2 notes, add in the root note. And that's how you do it. The next thing you can do, and I really haven't seen many people do this at all, is add in bass notes. Your root note doesn't always have to be the open string with this. You can use your first finger, play on the 9th fret, and you can use that as your pivot note to go back to whilst playing the same line. Let me try that again. was switching root notes, you see, and by just switching the root notes and doing the same thing you're doing, you're creating the impression of a chord progression to the listener at the same time as doing all this cool stuff. So you don't have to do it at the 12th fret, the 7th fret works very well. Theoretically, any fret would work well for this. And that's it. I hope that I've explained it to you okay. It's an awkward technique to explain this. I've dropped my slide again. It's an awkward technique to explain, but it's a cool thing to do, and it sounds great, and there's no other guitar technique that really actually sounds quite like that one. So that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.